Hi everyone, my name is Jill. Thank you for joining me for another workout. So my last workout was yesterday, and if you participated in that workout, you may be feeling a little bit of delayed onset muscle soreness like I am today. A little bit of a different program going on today. This one is geared towards a little bit more upper body focus, and because it's a little bit nicer outside, perhaps everyone's out cycling, running, getting out for your walks, doing some activity. So you can always pair this workout with that. You're usually focused on maybe some cardiovascular and some lower body conditioning, and then you can just pair this because we're focusing on the upper body. The other reason why I'm designing this program the way it is today is to give lots of options on form, technique, and different exercises to work each muscle group. So you're going to look at 2 to 3 different exercises per muscle group. We have the option to isolate that muscle group, and we also have the option to add some core stability. So I want to give you all the arsenal, the tools, the fitness options for your program, how you're going to work it into your schedule, and just know that these videos are accessible anytime. Now I am going to bring a few different extra pieces of equipment, so some resistance bands. And again, because I have been incorporating them into the workouts, it's up to you. They're pretty reasonable in price. I also have different resistance bands that I'll be adding to some of the workouts. So let's get that standard warm-up. It's a weight warm-up. There's no cardio in today's class, but if you are looking for cardio, please check out yesterday's workout. There was no shortage of high intensity in that one. I'm gonna get the music started. Weights are optional. Grab a sip of water. You can use your canned goods, bottles of water anytime. I'll start with a light set today. Take a few deep breaths in. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you can hear me all right. We're going to start with your feet at least hip width distance apart. Roll the shoulders back. Slow squat. We're going down for 2 and up. So I'm going to try to focus on minimal time with the legs. Usually I do a half an hour of legs in my isolation exercises. Not today. Mostly upper body. Down. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Good. Down. Squeezing your glutes at the top. Tighten up that tummy. Protect your low back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Singles. Down. Up. Top half singles to start. Keep breathing. Inhale down. Exhale up. Brace that core. Pulse 3. Halfway down. And hold. 3. Sit it back. We have 3. 2 more. That's it. Pulse 7. Stay here. This is where you find that resistance. Last one. Pick it up. 7. 3. Chest is lifted. Hips go down. 15. Stay here. Warming up the legs. Getting ourselves mentally prepared for the workout ahead. Last 3, 2, singles. Flush it out. Good. Really make that conscious effort to squeeze your glutes in 4, 3, one more time for those pulses. 15. Doesn't take long to warm up those legs. Stay here. Tuck that tummy in, chest proud, shoulders back, lift those hips. In 3, 2, 1, back down, 7. 3, 2, wiggle the toes, check your position, weight in your heels. Back to triples. 3, 2, you can go a little deeper now that the legs have had a chance. Warm up, getting that blood into the joints, tendons and ligaments. Singles, last time, we have 8. Good. It's a quick change. We're going to hinge. We're going to fly combo. Option bent elbows. Fly combo. Down, out, in, up. Hinging on the hips, length of the arms. That neck is neutral. Hold for 3. I want you to control that movement on the way down. Again, little isometric hold for your glutes. 7, let's go down together. You can bend the knees. You can bend the elbows. 3, 2, awareness to your spine, your posture. Combo, 1 fly. Good. 2 more. Lots of hip mobility there. Deadlift only. Down, 2, and up. So you're lengthening and strengthening on that posterior side. Contracting the hamstrings and glutes while lengthening on the way down. 4 more. Good. Bicep curl coming up. Palms facing up, elbows in tight, shoulders down. Up. 2, down. When we think isolation, we think maybe the exercise program is easier. Not so much the case. We're really focusing on that muscle burn, high reps, and a really good pump. Especially when you're focusing in on that form and that technique. Singles, hold, range. While you're doing the warm-up, you have a light set of weights or no weights at all. So it's a great opportunity to tweak that form. Shoulders back, elbows locked by your side. 8 more. Notice that torso is stable. It's not moving. I'm using my core, keeping the upper body braced. Side lateral raise. 2 and 2. Back to slow. Out. And down. Together. You're leading with the elbows, palms facing the floor. It's so important to protect that rotator cuff. Check in. Singles. Option, slight hinge in the hips. Now if your shoulders are crawling up your ears, you're working your neck and back, those traps. We want to work the medial delts, outer arms, the shoulders. 8 more. Good. Again, palms facing the floor. Those reminders are key. Tricep kickback, 2 and 2. Slow it down, elbows in tight. And together. Good. Last time singles, chest is up and proud. So the weights are stopping at the thighs, already covered biceps here. Keep the resistance on the back of the arms. 8 more. Carve it out. Pinky's leading, neck is neutral. Razor sharp triceps. That's what we're aiming for today. Last one. Weights down, let's stretch it out together. Roll the shoulders. Just grab a hold of one shin. So my inner thighs are really sore from yesterday's workout. Keeping that body moving. Also, when you reach those fitness plateaus and you're starting to go up in the load in your weights, if you have that option, that will do it. So we're just creating a nice supple muscle now that we're warmed up. It's the best time to stretch. You're stretching just to the point of mild tension, nothing in a jerked motion. Go easy on your muscles and joints. Let's come into a hamstring stretch. Toe to chest, hinging on the hip, leaning forward and hold. Feeling the length all in the back of your leg. Other side. So we're going into into a lunge. I'm going to show you what a split squat is. That's why I've got the step behind me. Now your option, I'm giving you two. You can go regular squat. That's your home base anytime. Any discomfort in the knees, in the joints, go into that squat. Option to stay on the floor. I want you to keep your tailbone pointing down. I want you to pull your ribs in. Use your rhomboids to bring the shoulders back. Lots of pointers here. Good. Weights are optional. Now I'm going to focus on my range. So I'm going to start with a load. I might drop the load. I've got a soft surface here for my knee to come down nice and low. All right, so if you want to bring that left leg back, so we're going to start nice and slow. When you're ready, down 4, all the way down if you can, up. Good. Again. A lot of work coming from that forward leg. Let's go 2 more, slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. My back leg is just resting for balance, stability. A lot of pressure on that forward leg. Slow, 2 more. 4, 3, 2. Starting to feel this already. Now weights are optional. Body weight is just fine. 3 and 1, guys. Square the hips. 3, 2, 1. Up quick. So I'm trying to focus on that full range. But if you're expecting to go up quick, you might go partial way. 3, 2, 1, up. 3. Lots of glutes, quads, and hamstrings here. 2 and 2. Down. Up. Keep going. Let's try those singles. Maybe top half. 8. 7. Now I've showed you your modifications for level 1. You decide what works for you. Pulse, halfway down. Hold. 3. Like I said, we're not going to be here long. 1 set each leg, then we're done legs. Something to look forward to. Pulse 7, let's go. 3. 1 more 7, and we go singles to finish. 3, 2, 8, singles to flush. Now anytime you want to put that leg down, 4, 3, 2, let's come up for a deadlift. Nice job. Down 2, up. I'm going to have you in that deadlift so you can take note. Feel the difference, glute to glute. You need to know you've been working here. Set 2, take your time, set it up. So your front knee should be stacking your heel, nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, up. Trying to get my knee all the way down on that slow count. I'm focusing on that forward leg, the quads, the glutes, the hips. Good. Down. Square those hips, guys. Keep going. Slow. This is an advanced move, no question about it. You can do that regular squat, same rhythm. 2 more. Get ready for that 3 and 1. It's an explosive up. Are you with me? 3, 2, 1, up, quick. 3, steady, and up. Good. As fast as you can rise to the challenge. 4 more, down. Press up. Steady, good. Now the weights are optional. Let's try those singles before we get into the 2 and 2. Just a flush. 4, 3, because I want a quality 2 and 2. Nice and steady, slower down. Down, 2, up, 2. Great, guys. Down, all the way, up. 4 more, keep going. Good. Lots of core stability here. Working unilateral legs. Pulse, halfway down. 3, good. Again, 3, big pulses, good. With intention. We're not here to check out, stay with me. 7 pulses, let's go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 3. One more time. Great. 3. Last set of singles, just to finish. 8. Guaranteed, I'm going biking tomorrow, I'm gonna feel this in my legs. Last 2. Last one. All right. You can march it out, and we're going to go back to that deadlift. When you're ready. Down and up. 4 more. Deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Let's put the weights down, grab a sip of water. So we're not rushing through any of the movements here, but I am going to stretch out the inner thighs, partially from yesterday's workout, and the unilateral legs. Other side, chest is lifted. It's a gorgeous blue sky day here in Calgary. A lot of people are outside, getting in their activity. One more stretch for the quads. So when you do train your legs, they are your largest muscle group, and you will stimulate human growth hormone in the upper body as well. That's why you see those competitive cyclists, especially road cyclists, they have a fit upper body, but it's usually because they're really trained in their legs. But we are going to build up on that upper body strength today, so we're going to focus on back to start. So your back is a slow twitch muscle fiber. It has lots of endurance. It can usually take a heavier load. But if you don't have those heavier weights, and right now they're worth about as much as gold, but if you can get, those resistance bands, I'm going to show you how to make more effective workouts for your back. From the floor, if you have an elevated stable surface, you can also do it from a step, the table. I like to make sure I have a soft surface. So 1 arm row. This is a great exercise. You can really focus on one part of the body at a time. Nice and slow. We have 4, 3, 2. I want you to bring your elbow past your torso, palms facing your hips, and squeeze. I want your palm up to your navel instead of your ribs. 4. Slow. Doesn't matter what you do with your legs. You can have one leg out horizontally like an outrigger, out right here. Or you can keep both knees on your surface. The floor, the bench. Want you to keep your pelvis square. 3 and 1. One and 3, up quick, squeeze, slow on that eccentric release. Neck is neutral. Chest facing the floor. 2 and 2. Up, 2, down. Starting to feel this already. Let's go for singles. Let's go for those pulses. 3. Good. 3, 2, 1. 7 pulses. 3. One more time for 7. Hang on to it. Pulse, 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 pulse. 3. Singles, guys. 8. 4. 3, 2, 1. Waist down. Remember that diagonal child's pose. So the side of the body you are working, your hand will reach opposite direction as your hips and child pose. On all fours, planting your hands on the stable surface, chin to chest, rounding out your spine, and hold. You can also interlock your hands. Grab a sip of water. Just going to bring you a little closer. So the other arm, guys. I know it sounds pretty common sense, but I want to make sure we're not overworking one side here. Slow. 4. So I want you to focus on your lats. Below the ribs, in toward the spine. That's why you bring the weight to your navel instead of your ribs. More back than bicep. Also posterior delt, the back of the shoulder. 4. Want your chest and your hips facing to the floor. 3 and 1. Elbows coming past your spine. Exaggerate the movement. Feel that contraction. 1 and 3. Up, quick. Up, slow. Slow. Two and 2. All the way up, all the way down, steady. We're not dropping the weight to the ground at all. All control. Singles. 8. Get ready to pulse. In 4. Check your form, guys. Everything facing down except your elbow. Pulse. 3. 3. I can feel that in my back shoulder. Pulse. 7. Good. A little bit of obliques there, just to square the hips. One more time. 7. Up. Pulse. Pulse. 3. Singles to finish. Bring it home. It's tough. You're worth it. Keep going. Last 2. Waist down. Good. Child's pose, guys. Hips, hands in opposite direction. All right, if there, safety first. If there's any, few muscle groups that I recommend really focusing on, it would be the back and the shoulders. Those two muscle groups are really crucial to functional fitness, so that's why we're going to do another set. This time, a little bit of balance, core stability. I'd like you to consider doing a leg extension. Opposite side of the working arm. So if you're working this arm, you're extending this leg. I'm going to go back on the step. You can do this on the floor. I recommend using a mat. So if you want to start with the row first, up, 2, down, 2, up, and down. So I'm just making a little bit of a different load choice here, a little heavier for me. Up, 2, down. So you want to hold that leg extension. Keep going. A lot of core just tightened up there. Your glute max, hamstring, the entire back. Keep going. Up, 2, down. Lift that heel. Fire up the back of your legs. Tighten up that core. Lift that heel a little higher. Ready for singles. Last 8. Four more. Wow, that was tough. Let's go back to that child's pose. Chin to chest. Rounding out the spine. All right, if that advanced movement didn't work for you, take out the legs. You can also do this standing, but I'm going to show you one more standing exercise for the back. So again, other side, we're going to start with the row. And you can add that leg extension when you feel that you're ready. Up, 2, down. All right, when you're ready, again, square those hips, the back toe pointing directly to the floor. Good. Squeeze. I'm not arching my back, I'm using my glutes. Tummy is tucked in, ribs pulled in. Get ready for singles. Find your range. Find your balance. 16. We've got this. Now, anytime, put that knee down. 8. 4 more. 3, 2. Weights down, child's pose. Hips, hands going away from each other. Rounding up the spine last time. So I'm I'm going to show you the standing one arm row. Now if your muscles aren't already fatigued, this is going to be a challenging one. So this is where the resistance band really adds that extra resistance, and I'm going to show you how. A lot of times we're getting a little bit lazy when we release that load, or we have a little bit of momentum when we pull up, because as soon as you get that acceleration, you've got that momentum. But if we've got that resistance band, it's going to make it challenging. So if you want to go a little lighter, so I've got one of these. Now if you have a long one, you can just tie it. You can stand on it and you can tie it or grab hold with your weight. I'm going to go a little lighter because they've already covered quite a few reps. So you can see I've stepped into this loop band and I'm going to grab it here. So let's check that stance. You see I'm nice and erect in that spine. So I've got my posterior erector spinae and my glutes. They're all on right here. When you're ready. Up, 2, down, 2. Now that resistance band is optional, but I'm going to tell you it's worth the investment. And it allows you to get creative with your workouts and to come out of those plateaus, especially if you're limited on equipment. Much less investment than a 15 set pound of dumbbells. Up, 2, down. So my goal is to come up to my navel. If I didn't have that resistance band, no problem. Makes a world of difference. Singles. 8. Pull it back. 4, 3, 2. If you want to go another 8, I'm going to switch sides, especially if you don't have that resistance, like this. Check your stance. So there's isometric holds going on in your glutes, all on that posterior chain. No flexion, no rounding in the back here. Lots of hinging on the hips. Up, 2, down. I'm going to try to give you a different angled view. Good. Up, squeeze. 4 more. There's no slack in this here on the contraction or the eccentric release. Singles. Four, you can do 8 more. Nice. All right, so we're gonna transition into shoulders. So still we're gonna work the back. We're also gonna work the shoulders. Now, you can do this on a bench, but I'm gonna use a stability ball. Option, you can do this standing, okay? So because we have various equipment around the house, I'm just gonna show you how to use it. So I've got a stable surface back here. I'm going to hook my heel. We don't need it, but it helps because we're going to be working that upper body. So I've got my lightest set of weights. So that reverse fly is coming up. So this is going to encourage me to work my glutes a little bit more. Alright, I've anchored my feet to a stable surface. So I'm already working my glutes, my erectors here. Are you ready? Up, 2, down. Up, and down. So again, you can do this standing, you can hinge on your hips, a little bit of a different result in terms of what you feel and the muscles working. Up, 2, down, 4 more, 3. This is the upper back. This is lots of posture awareness here. Singles. 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Stretch it out. You can interlock your hands, rounding out the upper back. This is where we start to incorporate more shoulders. I'm going to use 0 load, body weight only. Superman, you can do this laying on your tummy. It's up to you. When you're ready. Up, cactus, together, down. Up. You can start things off slow. I want you to lift those elbows. Shoulders back. Keep it up. Option lay pronated, face down on the floor, on your mat. If you're in on the floor, stay there. Otherwise, it's a front crawl. Getting more mobility into your shoulders. Keep going. Keep going. In 4, in 3, in 2. Nice. Stretch it out. Interlock, rounding out, upper back. All right, we're heading into shoulders, so I'm going to grab that Bosu ball. You can do this seated or standing. We've done this one before. Now the great suggestion is, I've heard that if you use a pillow, you're going to create the same unstable surface. Doesn't matter what level of instability, it's the fact that you have some stability that you start to wake up this section right here. So we're going overhead press. This is where we really build that upper body strength. This instability creates core strength also. Left, right, 2 presses, both arms. Now I'm not arching my back. I'm using my abdominal wall to pull the ribs down. Push through. It's so empowering to lift the weights overhead, but if there's any sharp pain in that shoulder, I want you to keep the weights below the collarbone. So your modification is upright row or side lateral raise, which we'll be getting to soon. One more. Hup, hup. Little break. Good. Stretch it out. Swing the arm over or under the breastbone. Pull it around, stretching out the shoulder joint. Swing the arms out, guys. So like I said, I've got 2 to 3 exercises per muscle group, and I'm just showing you the techniques and various ways to use different equipment around your house. Or perhaps, if you're thinking about it, Amazon eBay, great place to order those resistance bands online. I recommend getting a range, medium, light, and heavy. Set 2. Want to keep the weights in my peripheral view. We're going to start with the right arm this time, alternating. 2 presses. So my feet are off the floor. Little instability on the surface, using my core. That's just an option, friends. You can do this standing. You can do this on a mat, on the floor, more stable surface. Feeling pretty heavy. All right, obviously I'm working towards fatigue if I can't finish that last rep, but that is success. If you're failing somewhat, that's success, right? Deep breath, guys. Let's bring that arm behind your back. You can wrap your finger around your waist, ear to shoulder. Stretch it out. A lot of tension builds up here. Other side. We're going to do one more set of those. I'm going to go a little lighter. And 4, 3, left arm into left. I love supersetting. I feel more success with a lighter load. I feel strong, power through. Good. It's like pushing through thick cement. You're stronger than you think. Hang on to this. This is how we get stronger. With proper rest, that's key. That's where a lot of us fall short, is in the recovery stage. 2 more. Try to set around yourself with positive environments. Trying not to take on too much at once. Good, weights down. Back to the other stretch if you like the other one. Wrapping around your waist, go there. Other side. Next one I'll be standing. It's a side lateral raise. I'm going to make this one a little interesting. So when we do those compound moves like yesterday, we did the side lateral raise. Now, like I said, as soon as you start to accelerate that momentum, you start to get that momentum which takes away from that resistance. Also, the hardest part of the side lateral raise is right here. So if we can emphasize that point, because a lot of times we've got that momentum that we're missing that isolation point right here. So how do we do that? How do we fix that? A couple of ways you can do it. You can lighten up that grip on your weight. So if you're gripping that weight really tight, you're putting most of the effort into the forearm and you're not utilizing the medial delt as much. Here's the other way. Now I realize not everybody has those resistance bands, but I'm going to use extra resistance in that side lateral raise. Again, you just want to keep your workouts interesting. You want to stay challenged. In 4, we're going to go 2 and 2. Shoulders back and down. Out. down. This is tough. Not letting off that resistance. Except at the bottom, so that's why we're gonna switch things up here. Now if you don't have any resistance bands, even if you don't have weights, you've got canned goods or body weight, I recommend that you extend the arms a little longer. That creates more resistance. Good. Out, down, together. You really want to make that outer shoulder pop. This is the way to go. Little change. Up, halfway down. Top half singles. All the way down. Little break, 2 and 2. Up, down, all the way. I'm going to try that one more time. Top half singles. Top half, up, 2, halfway down, all the way up, halfway down, all the way up. 3, 2, little rest. Roll out the shoulders. Now if you've just got the dumbbells, your option, like I said, is to lengthen those levers. And we're gonna make it slow for 4, 3, 2, 1. So just keep in mind, the more time you spend in the top half, the more resistance you're gonna use. So no rush getting all the way down. 4. And down. Palms face the floor on the way out. Right? Good. 3 and 1. Pretty difficult at this point. 1 and 3. Quick, slow. Notice I'm not even coming all the way down. Up. 2 and 2. Back to that same up and down. You can always bend the elbows here. You can always hinge on the hip. So just keep in mind the elbow is in line with the shoulder. We're not bringing it forward. We're not bringing it back. Again, relax that grip. Keep that blood into the upper shoulder. 8 more, let's go. Hop. 4, 3, 2, weights down, nice job. Roll the shoulders, stretch it out. I'm going to go back to the reverse stretch, ear to shoulder. All right, again, team, I want you to make sure that you're drinking water. It is that time of year where we're exerting ourselves outdoors and we don't quite realize how much fluids we're losing through sweat. All right, so last time you can choose how you want to burn out those shoulders. It's the side lateral raise. Out, down. Again, those resistance bands make it all the more challenging because there's no acceleration or momentum. Good. Four more. Again, if you don't have that load, lengthen those levers, guys. Singles. Up, halfway down, all the way up. All the resistance in the top half. In 3, 2, 1, and down. Little rest. Roll out the shoulders. We're doing that one more time. 2 and 2. You want to make it count. If you need a little break, maybe you alternate the arms. Are you ready? Out. 2. Together. You'll thank me later. You're only getting stronger here. 4 more. Now modification, you can always come to that upright row. You're working the medial delts, also working a little bit of the interior delts. Back to those singles. Up 2, just get there. Halfway down, all the way up. You're just going to the collarbone. 1 more. Good. All right, let's be done with shoulders, shall we? Roll it out. Last time, stretch. So while we're standing, we're going to do the biceps. So grab a load that works for you. Now in biceps, I like to superset. So I like to start with a heavy load. I like to go to failure. Then I like to lighten up and I like to feel that success. Like we showed in that warm-up, elbows in nice and tight. Palms face out. My knees, hips are soft. My abdominals are pretty firm. I want to control the torso, prevent it from swaying with this momentum. Really feel that pump. I'm only doing 2 and 2 for now. Option. Alternate the levers. Up, down. Keep going. Singles coming up. 2 more. Up, down, up, down. Last 2. Singles all the way up to the shoulders. I have my elbows in nice and tight to isolate the bicep, shoulders back, again to isolate that bicep. But my weights are touching my thighs, almost to obstruct the weights from swinging past. So all resistance, there's no momentum. I want you to see the difference. No momentum. This is momentum. You don't want that, right? You're just wasting time. Utilize the benefits of resistance. 8. Again, option, alternate. 4, 3, 2, waist down, stretch it out. Shake out those arms. We're spending a lot of time gripping those weights. Pull the hands and the arms back, thumbs pointing down. Stretching it out. I haven't been counting how many videos I've posted, probably close 25, 30 maybe. Not one workout is the same. Today is definitely upper body focused. I will describe that in the title so you know to come to this anytime. You need that upper body workout. Medium weights, we're going to do a little different, that middle isometric reach. We're going to start things off nice and slow. That's where you gauge how you're doing. The first set, not as challenging, but you just wait, nice and slow. Four, 3, 2, Soften the knees, soften the hips, tummy in nice and tight. 2 more, full range. 4. Down. 4. Middle and reach. It's like you're serving up a turkey on a silver platter right there. Good. Repeater 3. Use your rhomboid, squeeze your shoulder blades in nice and tight. Drop the shoulders back and down. Palms up. Good. 2 more. Breathe. 2. Nice. 3. Back to that slow 4 full curls. Now you start to feel that resistance. After those isometric reach. One more time, middle reach. Up. You can go quarter way out, it doesn't matter. Do what works for you, build up to it. But I want you to keep that chest lifted. Repeater. 3. Option, alternate. Good. Again, hold. 3. Serve it up. 2 more. Finish it out. Let's go. You're building the strength at this point in that bicep. It's where you carry your groceries. It's where you take that baby car seat and you put it in the vehicle. I don't miss those days. It's an awkward size. A lot of people will throw out their back. 2 more. And down. 1 more slow. Up. Great job, guys. That's not easy. Waist down. Stretch it out. All right, we've done those hammer curls. We're going to do it very quickly because we have so much to cover, right? I'm going to let you guys have your dinner after. This time we're going to add those pulses. You've probably seen these before. Let's pulse 3. Again, pulse 3. Upper arms in nice and tight. That's the key. Bring your shoulder blades together. The bigger the pulse, the harder it gets. Singles option. Alternate the knees. Full singles. Relax the foot. Work the hips. It's up to you if you want to add that knee raise. Just the arms, pulse 3. Good. Same rules apply to the biceps. You can bring that resistance band with you, singles. But you gotta take out the knees, because that's your anchor point for that resistance band. But oh, it's gonna wake up those biceps. Arms only, pulse. 7, 3, 2, singles. Only 4 this time. 3, thumbs up to your shoulders. Back to pulse, arms only. We have 7. Big pulses, 3. Single curl, 4, 3. Arms only, 15. Big pulses, guys. Halfway, 7. Last set of singles. 8. This is well worth your while, worth your effort. Concentration curl, left. We're just finishing out those biceps. No legs. I want you to feel that pump. Lock your elbows down close to your ribs and hips. 8. You're brushing your chest with your palm. Keep your weights in nice and close. Up to the shoulder, up to the collarbone. 4 on the left. 4 on the right. Finishing biceps with 8 alternating singles, left and right. You're stronger than you think. This is where we focus on that form, so when we do those fast-moving compound exercises, you've made that mind-muscle connection with your form, with your body mechanics. Bring the thumbs down, hands wide, pull it back. Moving on, triceps and chest. I hope we've got enough time. So you can do this on the floor. I recommend grabbing a mat. I want to do it on the step because I want to stay in the frame. So we're going to go into skull crusher, okay? Skull crusher, tricep kickback. Skull crusher, you're laying on your back. 1 weight or 2. I think you guys can see from here. So the key here is to keep your elbows from moving. Stabilize the elbows, then you're going to work those triceps, 2 and 2, down. Singles, skull crusher, 16. Carve it out. Elbows don't move. I want to give you an example. Elbow is not moving. You can do this to start. You can use your other arm for support anytime. 4, 3, 2, little rest. You can put the weights down. You can stretch it out if you'd like. Set 2. Starting off 2 and 2. Option 1 arm. Down and up. Elbow doesn't move. It's the back of the arm that's doing the work. I want your weight over your head. Singles. So the other option is 1 dumbbell, 1 bottle of water. We have 8. Just getting those triceps warmed up here. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Bring it down. All right, we're going to do 1 more set. This time we're going to go pretty slow. Starting off 4 and 4. Down. 3, 2, 1. Up. Down. Up. 2 more slow. Up. Last 1. 8 singles. This is where you burn out those triceps here. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. 1 more song to finish. Stretch it out, one arm over the other. So for the chest press, we're going to keep supine. laying on your backs. All right, guys, we're almost there. We're going to save the abdominals for another day. In 4, 2 and 2. Down, up, down, up, 4 more. I want you to waist at your nipple line. That's where you're most effective in that chest. Also working anterior shoulders and triceps. Singles. We're going to do 1 round of pulses. Pulse 3, 3, 2, 1. 7 pulses. Stay here. 3, 2, 1. Good, good. 3, 2, 15. 1 time. Let's go down together. Pulse together. Halfway. Pulse, pulse. 7. Singles coming up. I went heavy here. Alternating arms anytime. Press. Press. 4 more. Sit it up. All right. Open up that chest. Stretch it out. Other side. All right, so we've definitely covered a lot in terms of upper body. And so since we did so much focus on the back and the shoulders, even the biceps, we did 3 exercises per muscle group there. We did cut the triceps and the chest short, but you know, we're always mixing it up in all of the programs. Love to keep the workouts going, but I know even when we're home during the day, we still don't have all day to work out, so want to make it work for your schedule as well. So thank you again for joining me. Please drop a comment. I want to know how your workouts are going, and I do respond to feedback, what you're looking for. So if you have anything that you're wanting to focus on, please drop a comment, like and share, and I hope you have a great week. It's going to be beautiful here in Calgary, and I hope it is where you are too. Take care, guys.